Ego Power Plus PST3041 Nexus Portable Power Station. Just the name already tells you a lot about what this thing is made for. Right now, sitting in my garage, I'm looking at it in person. And honestly, if you're searching for a clean, quiet alternative to a gas generator that won't let you down during power outages or camping trips, this is something you might want to check out. In my opinion, it looks pretty rugged and modern at the same time, with a green, black, and gray color scheme that fits right in with most outdoor gear or garage setups. The steel handles feel sturdy in the hand, not flimsy at all, so I immediately felt like it could take a beating if necessary. When I first got it, I had some doubts. I wondered if it would deliver as much power as promised, and I was also a little worried about how heavy it might be. It comes in at about 50 pounds with the batteries in, so you do notice the weight if you're carrying it by yourself, but those handles do help. From my experience, if you're not planning on moving it super far all the time, or if you've got a friend to help, it's manageable. I see why they designed it this way though, since you get high power capacity in exchange for a bit of heft. Let me talk about key features first, because that's what most of us really care about. The Ego Nexus Power Station can push out up to 3000 watts at its peak, and it runs continuously at 2000 watts. For those who aren't familiar with these terms, peak means it can reach 3000 watts for a short time when an appliance first turns on, like a fridge kicking in or a microwave starting up. The continuous rating is the amount of power it can steadily deliver minute after minute without trouble. That means you can actually run a full-sized fridge, a microwave, or a bunch of smaller devices all at once, and it doesn't freak out or overheat. I've had a few power outages at my place, and what I really appreciate about this power station is you don't have to mess with gasoline or deal with fumes inside the house. I just keep the batteries charged, and when the lights go out, I bring it inside, hook up the fridge, maybe pop in a fan, charge my phone, and there's still enough juice left over if I need to use my laptop or watch TV for a bit. For those new to portable power, quiet and clean really means you won't hear a loud engine running or smell gas. That's a huge relief, especially at night. Another feature that stands out to me is the display. It's a bright LED panel on the front that actually shows you exactly how much runtime you've got left based on what's plugged in. I find this super convenient because I don't have to guess or do any math. If you've got several things running, you can keep an eye on the remaining power so you're not caught by surprise. The display also shows you the status of the 4 batteries, something I use to make sure I'm not running out of power when I need it the most. Speaking of batteries, if you own other Ego products, this is a real bonus since the 4 5.8-hour batteries are interchangeable. This means you can pop them out and use them in compatible Ego tools you already have, like lawnmowers or leaf blowers, and vice versa. It's perfect for anyone who already uses Ego products because it simplifies charging and replacement. The port options are pretty straightforward. You have 4 USB ports for charging phones, tablets, or small gadgets. You also get a few standard AC outlets, which are just regular household plugs, so you can run things like coffee makers or lights. From my experience, I do wish there were some extra options though. There's no 12-volt DC port like you'll find in your car, and there's no USB-C port, which is becoming more common for newer devices. I mostly use basic chargers and plugs, so it's not a deal breaker for me. But if you've got gear that relies on 12-volt or USB-C, you might want to plan ahead. Solar charging is another thing I tested. Now, the Nexus supports recharging via solar panels, but the input limit is 180 watts. In plain English, that means it'll take quite a few hours to fully recharge the batteries if you're only using solar. If you're camping or spending extended time off the grid, this is good to have as a backup charging method. But personally, I still prefer plugging it into the wall outlet before I head out, just because it's so much faster. One of my biggest concerns was whether it would overheat or run into issues in extreme weather. From my experience and based on what the company says, the Nexus works anywhere from around 41 degrees Fahrenheit up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So whether you're dealing with a summer barbecue or a surprise winter storm, it keeps working. I haven't had any problems with it, and I've definitely used it near both ends of that range. Regarding setup, it's as plug and play as it gets. Pull it out of the box, attach the batteries, and you're pretty much ready. It includes covers to help weatherproof things if you're using it outside, and I appreciate the little touches like including all the necessary screws and cords. It really takes the intimidation out of using a power station like this, even if you're not someone who usually tinkers with electronics. During power outages, I mainly use it to keep my fridge going, maybe run a small heater or a couple of lamps. I've also taken it camping, and it easily powers string lights, a Bluetooth speaker, and a little electric skillet for breakfast. It's so much quieter than a traditional gas generator, so you can actually have a conversation or enjoy nature without a constant drone in the background. Now, about portability. Like I mentioned earlier, this thing isn't exactly feather light, especially fully loaded. But those solid steel handles make a big difference, and since it doesn't have any sharp corners, it won't dig into your hands when carrying it around. In my opinion, it's built for people who need portable power but don't mind a little extra weight in exchange for reliability and performance. As for downsides, besides the weight, what I noticed is that to get maximum performance, you need all 4 batteries installed. If you try running it with fewer, you won't get the full 3000 watts or the longest runtime. The output will be reduced. This isn't a huge problem if you're sticking to the set, but it's worth keeping in mind if you're hoping to stretch one battery for a long time. If you're brand new to portable battery power stations and wondering if it's right for you, I'd recommend this for people who experience power outages and want something safe to run inside the house, folks who go camping and want more than just phone chargers, or even DIers who need backup power in the garage or yard. It's also great for gatherings, like tailgate parties or grilling in the park, since you can run a slow cooker, a blender, or even tools for a little project. In conclusion, the EcoPower Plus PST3041 3000W Nexus Portable Power Station has been a reliable and flexible addition to my home and outdoor gear. From my experience, the biggest benefits are how quiet and clean it is, the high power output, and the clear display. The few limitations, like the weight and limited port types, haven't been deal breakers for me. If you need something safe for indoor use that avoids all the hassle of gasoline and noise, this is an option I'd strongly consider. That's my quick review of the EcoPower Plus PST3041. If you want to see more honest takes and easy-to-follow advice on this kind of gear, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.